Say hello to everyone. Say hello to everyone. Look. Say hello. Say hello to everyone. Doesn't do a lot. He really doesn't do a lot. Just kind of just sits around, follows you around like a dog, don't you? He's a funny animal. Anyway. So, depending on what time it is where you are, it's either good morning, good afternoon, or good night. Sounded a little bit like the Truman Show just then. But look, if you haven't caught my live, if you weren't part of it last night, please do go and jump on and catch the replay. We have a giveaway running at the moment for the 30 subscriber giveaway. The 30,000 subscriber giveaway. I'm going to be giving some merch away, and I'm also going to be giving away this Blue Yeti mic also. Whether you keep it as a keepsake, or you know someone who is looking to be a content creator, maybe you've got a son or a daughter looking to create content, one of the best mics that you can buy. But I want a white one, not blue. So what are we talking about today? We're talking about the tow truck situation again. And look, I know. Old news. But is it? Because look, as we now sit in amongst the chaos that is the Kiely Rodney case, we can really only now wait for the autopsy and the toxicology report to come out, which I'm guessing will be the first of November. And what can we do until then? We can either move on, like many people did in the Summer Wells case, because that kind of got to the point where we was just waiting for like Don to come out of prison and things like that. But you very quickly see that those cases then drop. They die a death. Nothing happens. So you're caught between the devil and deep blue sea. You either talk about it and you go up through old news and you bring stuff up and you deep dive on different elements that perhaps haven't been, or you just leave it alone and just say, look, I'm walking away, that's it, and we'll leave it. And I've got a video coming out later today that will touch on some things, so do go and give that video a watch later when that comes out, because it kind of asks a few questions. Anyway, king of digression again here. Tow truck situation. This is what I'm struggling with. I'm struggling because law enforcement have not ruled it out. I don't understand why law enforcement have not come out and said it's got nothing to do with the case. So what do we take from that? Do we take that it is then something to do with the case? They've not mentioned it. They've not ruled it out. They've enabled this rumour mill to build up into the chaos that it has become because they need to. They simply need to, because they cannot talk about it. So that then leads me to Jagger Westfall and the fact that he was cleared. And people say, yeah, but if he can prove. I heard Ickard Mel, he was saying, look, the guy weren't here. He's proved that he wasn't in the area. What do people want? You know, he's obviously not involved. He's grieving. He's a young man. He's grieving, yada, yada, yada. But there lies the problem. The problem is this. If the tow truck situation did include Kiely's vehicle, then Jagger Westfall cannot be cleared. He can't be. Because we obviously are in a situation where something happened to Kiely and eventually her vehicle ended up in the reservoir, which would have had to have been after it was attended to by Nick, which was around 11 o'clock on the Saturday morning. And the police, the law enforcement, by their own admission, have now said that Jagger was in Truckee from around midday on the Saturday. So, in effect, Jagger, again, and this is purely if the tow truck situation included Kiely's vehicle. That would say that prior to Kiely's vehicle entering the reservoir in its final resting place, Jagger would have been in Truckee or close by. You know, we don't know 100% how long Nick was with the vehicle. There's also some people have raised the fact that Nick had said that he had 2 run-ins with this situation as well. I'm guessing whether this is what, when Adventures with Purpose say they've got additional footage surrounding that, I wonder whether there is going to be something perhaps coming out later. So, did Nick, had he already been out to this vehicle previously? Was there 2 actual times that he went to to check on this vehicle. Let's wait for that to come out. But that's the issue I have. Look, I'm not here to say Jagger Westfall's definitely done something. I'm just struggling to understand how Jagger can be cleared if the vehicle that was assisted to by Nick was indeed Kiely's. Because if it was, then Jagger can't be cleared. So law enforcement needs to do something. They do, well, I say need. What are the chances of them doing it? They should, shouldn't they? You know, let me know down below. You know, this isn't about us feeling like we're entitled to information. What I do feel that we're entitled to is to have information appertaining to the harm or attacking of individuals to be squashed by law enforcement in that event. You know, we don't want people being attacked because of false information that is out in the public arena if law enforcement can indeed knock it on the head. You know, it's different if we speculate on many things because it can't be proven otherwise, or it's not been proven otherwise, and it still exists. But this vehicle, law enforcement by now should know whose vehicle that was, so they will know whether that was Kiely's or not. You know, if it wasn't, then why don't we know it wasn't? I can't see the benefit of it. I cannot. And I've said this before. You know, I've said it before. But there were some comments surrounding Jagger last night in the live. I've had some comments today referencing Jagger and the fact he was cleared. And look, that's all I'll say. The fact is that this tow truck incident needs to be clarified. We need to get clarification on this. So, you know, forward this video to law enforcement, and I will say, law enforcement, look, we are not asking for information that is harmful to the ongoing investigation into what happened to Kiely. What we want to know is whether the tow truck situation, that Nick attended a vehicle and that was not Kiely's. And that can be done. It can be moved on from. Let me know where you are. Like I say, check out the video later. Check out my live. And if you want to enter in to win the merch or the mic, whatever, get involved. And I'll see you on the next one.